What's going on, everyone? My name is Tenebrous Infinite, and welcome to a little bit of news and information about Generation Zero in regards to the PlayStation 4 Phoenix Rising DLC. We've gotten just a tiny little bit of an update hidden away here on the forums that is absolutely massive for the PlayStation players. So, in response to a rather long post on the forums, our boy Pontus decided to come on through and drop a little bit of a knowledge bomb here. So, basically, the post was simply saying, it's really disappointing to not see the PS4 DLC here. This is really bad for the game and really bad for the community, and then some personal asides amongst that. What Pontus says in response is, "Hey buddy, and thanks for a really well put post from you. A lot of great feedback in there. I really understand your frustration. I'm not going to go into every single point you've made, but I want to clarify some parts of your post. April update was not a mistake. Even though the difficulty was set a bit high, we redid a whole lot of things behind the scenes, how the machines work and think, which really turned out good for everyone. However, as you know, the difficulty was set a bit overambitious. This is now fixed, yet not released on PS4. The process of just fixing a bug like this isn't as easy as one might think, and if it were possible to just push out a fix for that, we would have done it, I promise. The work with MS and Sony, Microsoft and Sony, is quite complex, and you cannot just push things to their platform however you want. Well, on Steam, you pretty much can. The big part of the delay for console has been specific issues connected to their respective platforms and how our new multiplayer mechanics work. This was not an issue on PC, and therefore the release there was pushed live while the console had to wait. Still, I totally get that it sucks to see other players play what you yet can't. As a last note, and this is the big thing, my dudes, these issues have been solved for PS4 and it's on its way out. It shouldn't be much longer now. And then just some pleasant regards from Pontus. So this is genuinely huge. This means that the PS4 release really is not far away. There's a question I have as to whether or not they'll actually hold off on it to maintain that end of the month kind of update, or if they're just gonna unleash it on all the PS4 players right once it's good to go. But let's look a little bit into certification for like updates and DLC so that we can maybe like slightly estimate how long this potentially could take, considering we've gotten confirmation that the issues have been solved for PS4 and that it is currently on its way out. Now, jumping on over to a little article by Kotaku here, we get a little bit of a window into what the approval process is and the kind of like time that it takes between both Sony and Microsoft, respectively. So, for the American division of Sony and Microsoft itself, they can turn things around in about 5 to 7 days, which is really, really fast, and it's crazy to think that Microsoft can do that globally. But then next up, we've got the European division of Sony, in which case their approval process takes closer to 2 weeks. But they have a system where it's a little bit more visual to the developers themselves for how it's going through the approval process. And then Sony Asia is easier on the submission side, as their evaluation focuses mostly on material submissions and not so much code approval, as the code approval is done by the American and the European divisions of Sony itself. So that essentially means that hopefully, in a best case scenario, we might be seeing the PS4 release within the next couple weeks, or at least early September at hopefully. But as I said, things can happen. Unintended complications can happen. You never know what could happen throughout the approval process. So definitely don't hold your breath on it happening early September. But the fact that the issues have been solved means that you can expect this update within the next month, at least, my dudes. So there you dudes go, some absolutely massive news for PS4 players. Hopefully you guys are still looking forward to Phoenix Rising. Honestly, I think that it'll be worth the wait now that it is fully functioning and not buggy. And also, it's really interesting to get that clarification that that the team does not consider the April update a mistake. And I think that that's awesome and something that we should now start iterating in the community. That the April update was not a mistake, even though they set the bar a little bit high. It was not a mistake per se in blatant definition of what a mistake is. So there you guys go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hit that thumbs up button if you did. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.